It's true. I just
These
press
are their disassembling products.
any button I can find, I press.
Look at this, how fun, shiny object.
It's true, shiny thing.
Yes.
Oh, I want to show your options real quick here before we get to cutting here. Let me show you your option, because this is a 14-piece set. This is kind of everything you need in your kitchen. It's the most used tool by far in your kitchen. One of these knives, whether it is the chef's knife, the slicing knife, your Santoku knife, which you're getting as well, your serrated knife, your paring knife, all of those have the guards on there. So if you're putting them in your drawer, the guard has that Cuisinart name on there. You're also getting your shears, that has the guard as well, and 2 cutting boards, and you get to choose your color. So let's look here. This is our jewel tone that you see right here in the back, jewel tone. Down in the front are gonna be your pastels. Now let's go over to the iridescents. Take a look at this iridescent. These are fantastic. Imagine having this in your kitchen, your guests come over and you pull out this knife, either in the turquoise or in the white. Now I wanna show you, if you're gonna kind of go out and piece this together, if you're gonna try to find each one of these individual knives with the guards, with the cutting boards, comes out to over $55 just to get started in the kitchen. $55 today on a customer appreciation price. It is $17.95. These are always a customer pick. These are perfectly balanced. These are stainless steel. They feel very good in your hand, so you can be nice and confident, and they hold an edge really, really well. But let's take a look. Let's see them in action. Kelly is here with us, and we're starting with the hardest thing to cut.
I mean, I would think so. Watermelon, pineapple, 'tis the season, right? So we're all gonna have these wonderful giant fruits in our homes pretty soon as it gets warmer. And you know, typically you would be a little bit intimidated. Oftentimes, Ty, you would purchase this already sliced because you don't want to slice it, right?
Yeah,
so many
right.
people intimidated by doing that kind of cutting. But when you have the right tools, it makes it so much easier. Let me just wipe it first to show you how stunning these are. So Cuisinart, we know and love and trust Cuisinart, right? 50-year-old company, really that super premium brand in the kitchen. You know, if you're gifting these and somebody's like, oh, you're giving me a Cuisinart, you know they've really spent some time and effort, and probably you would think a lot of money on something from Cuisinart, right? Because you get what you pay for. You get a lifetime warranty with these, but we are not tacking on the $50 price tag. So these are a medium weight knife. I say, you know, the heavier chef's knives do intimidate me. It feels heavy in my hand. I'm uncomfortable with, say, like a $150 knife. Even though you would think that, oh, well, that's like a better, I'm uncomfortable with them because they're heavy. This is that mid-weight. I love the iridescent design. It has our comfort grip handle, okay? This is our 8-inch chefs, but you're getting the Santoku. You're getting our slicing knife, our protein blade, you know, for Thanksgiving turkey, or, you know, your rotisserie. Here is our utility knife. You're getting the paring knife, which I use all day, every day.
Right.
In the home. Plus you're getting our shears, each and every one of them coming with the covers, and you're getting the cutting boards as well. So I don't think you could piece this together even for $50.
Look, I think one knife, like if you're gonna buy one knife, is probably gonna be $20, $25, and you're getting the entire set here. It's a great place to start. $17.95, it's a brand you know, it's a brand you love, and you can't use one knife for everything. Listen, you're not gonna use your chef's knife to cut what we're seeing right here, these grapes. You need a paring knife for that. If you need to cut through maybe some hard bread, you need a serrated knife. Now you're trying to buy everything individually. Look at the precision, that stainless steel edge.
It really is. So by the way, sharpened on both sides. That's uber important. Even some of the expensive knives are not sharpened on both sides. These are sharpenable too. If you have a, you know, sort of a knife sharpener, you can sharpen them. You won't need to for a long time because they're sharpened on both sides. I can't think of any realistic reason why you would need to cut a grape that thin, but you can. And I think that's sort of the point, right? Because you would want to cut a slice of garlic that thin or something like that. Right, with your paring knife. So sharpened on both sides, it's that middle weight. You know, I always say these are for people that don't feel comfortable with knives, and it's also for people that are really good in the kitchen. Because they're gonna appreciate not just the color, right? Because that's unusual, it's unique, it's nice to have in the home, but they're gonna appreciate that they're sharpened on both sides, and that middle weight, I think, is important.
That balance is great. Okay, I need to give you some updates here. My producer Kyle was telling me a couple of these updates. Can you tell me again, Kyle, because I know we have less than 900, and which one was it? In the turquoise, in the iridescent that you see there, which I think is just super cool. Okay, turquoise, most popular. regular, and we have less than 900 to go around at $17.95. These are gonna go quickly. You see on your screen there, we're getting close to 6,000 sold here. And you mentioned a gift. This does make a great gift. Maybe it's a housewarming gift. Maybe somebody's moving into their first apartment. Instead of having to buy everything individually, first of all, they all match back and they look beautiful together. But it's all of the tools that you need. And you know what they say, the most dangerous tool in the kitchen is a dull knife.
You wouldn't think that, right? You would think, well, what could a dull knife do? Well, the problem with a dull knife is that we apply pressure, and that's when it slips, and that's when it cuts our fingers or nicks us or something like that. When you have a sharp knife, you can just see here, all I have to do is literally glide through my fruit, my vegetable, my protein, whatever you're slicing. It just glides right through it. You can see it just makes light work of something in the kitchen that typically you might shy away from, right? And I'll tell you, I didn't go to culinary school. I don't have, superior knife skills, but I will say when I get these in my hand, I feel more confident with them.
Yes, right.
Because they have that nice weight and they're unbelievably sharp.
And that's most of it. You want to feel confident with the tools you have in the kitchen so you can stay in the kitchen so you can get the job done. I tell you, a good pair of shears.
Yes.
I use a good pair of shears.
25 bucks for a pair of shears, Ty.
Easily, right. And a good pair of shears you're gonna use not only for your herbs, maybe anything soft, maybe even some of the fruit, making snacks for the kids, a good pair of shears. Now, your serrated knife I was talking about, kind of hard breads.
I love this one. So we're calling it our utility knife. It's good for everything. It's a bread knife. It's a serrated knife. It's great for people that do a lot of beautiful cocktails. Maybe it's for the bartender in your life because it's great for lemons, limes, oranges, that type of thing. But I will say, and you don't want to sharpen this one, but it is unbelievable with croissants or bread, that type of thing. It's going to just glide right through it. So now I don't have this mushed croissant that I'm trying to serve or eat or whatever the case is because it really will do a nice job going through it. I'm going to go with, now I'm going to show my Santoku.
Here we go. It's like something like a soft cheese. Talk about mushy and hard to get through.
Absolutely. Look how I can just glide right through that mozzarella if I'm doing a caprese salad or whatever I want. And of course, that release on the Santoku is really fabulous. You can see I wasn't peeling it off of that knife there. If you opt for the iridescent, just be prepared to talk about it. Anybody that walks through your kitchen is going to be like, wow, it's unusual, they're beautiful. It's like I say, jewelry in the kitchen. We don't get jewelry in our kitchen very often.
It's nice, it's really nice. Remember too, you are getting the guards, the sheets on there as well. So if you are putting them in a drawer or something, those are covered up. And those are beautiful. Those have the Cuisinart name on it. I'm not sure if I showed you this yet, but look how nice this is. So again, if you're getting this as a gift, this is just so high-end, looks really nice and nice. And it's every knife and tool that you need in the kitchen, plus the cutting boards at $17.95. This is what we do here at Customer Appreciation Month. We give you customer appreciation prices at the brands that you love. We bring you a set like this. This is a 14-piece set. Maybe you've got those old knives in the kitchen, Kelly. I think we're all guilty of that. We have some knife in the kitchen that maybe someone gave us for our wedding and we're still trying to make it work. And it just doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work anymore. You're holding on to it. You don't have to. Go through your knife drawer. Pick out your favorites. Maybe there's some there that are a little nostalgic to you or something like that. Like my husband has a knife that came from his mom. We'll keep those. The rest of them, literally either donate, throw them in the garbage.
Great.
Go ahead and replace. You can, because this set comes with 6 knives, the shears, plus 2 cutting boards. And it's every knife you'll need. So this one is that protein knife, the slicing blade, the carving blade. You can see there 8 inches, that middle weight, unbelievably sharp, sharpened on both sides. If you're choosing the iridescent, I will say, it really is beautiful. I got Ty over there. What are you gnawing on? Oh, the cucumber. He's going for something healthy.
I love cucumber.
Yes, I do too. So at the end of the day, I mean, look how fast and easy that is. How does that feel in your hands?
It's so easy. It's balanced. You feel confident with it, and it just moves really, really well. It's that stainless steel. It's that edge. And again, this grip is very comfortable. You know exactly whether you like to put a finger up or you put a finger here, or like I like to hold it here. You've got that nice, comfortable grip. This is just one of the 5 knives that you're getting. You're also getting your shears, you're also getting your cutting boards, you're also getting your guards, and you choose your color. Let me just show you on your screen. Again, if you're moving into a new apartment, moving into a home, or you want to gift somebody, or you just need to redo the kitchen, each of these individually, $55.89. I actually think for a set of Cuisinart knives and cutting boards, $55 isn't bad. I think that's a pretty good price.
That's a great price. I don't know that you could find that, especially with cutting boards.
No, that's not bad, but right now, it's $17.95 is even better.
Yeah, it is even better. And I'll tell you, I was just looking at cutting boards the other day. I was in like a store that sells a lot of home, goods, and I'll tell you, these were $20 a piece for a set of like one, maybe two, depending. I like this because I personally like to have this style of a cutting board. It has the edge so anything won't just drip onto the countertop. But for me, this feels more sanitary than a wooden cutting board.
Yes.
Because I can like, you know, hyper wash it. I can throw it in the dishwasher or whatever.
I didn't even notice you cutting through tomatoes is one of those things that I will not put tomatoes on a salad because I don't want to cut them because they're so hard to cut. If you don't have a great knife with a good edge, it's really difficult to cut.
It is, and then remember, you're also getting the shears. I use the shears for the weirdest stuff. I use the shears to cut up chicken nuggets for my 5-year-old. I use the shears. I still cut my grapes because, you know, when you read online, grapes are still the #1 choking hazard with kids. I don't do it for my 10-year-old anymore, but because my husband's like, really? He's going to be 16 and you're still. But I will tell you, I still cut the grapes for the 5-year-olds. I will slice my cherry tomatoes in half. I take it to a slice of pizza and I cut my pizza up with shears.
We do.
It makes life easier.
This is an amazing set. Listen, you're getting 14 pieces total, everything you need here to be in the kitchen, all the tools that you need for different foods, different cheeses. $17.95 for the name Cuisinart. Here is your opportunity on a customer appreciation prize. Kelly, always good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks
Would you like
for
a sandwich
being
to
here.
go?
Yes, I will. I will take that to go. Thank you. Coming up here.
Oh boy.